All right, welcome back, Bug. This time we're gonna do. I'm gonna teach you about loops. So, in specifically, I'm gonna teach you about for loops and how really useful they are. I'm gonna give you a few examples, and then I'm gonna show you a few more videos about how to use print statements and different types of actions um, to do certain things like attack or dig a lot or move around quite a bit. So first things first, let's do a simple for loop. Control exit out of here, and we're going to go to the loop program, and we're just going to do a simple loop through with a single statement here. So for I equals 1. So I equals 1 is like our counter. So that's where we're going to start counting from. So it's going to start at 1, then comma 4. So it's going to loop. So it means that it's going to do a certain action or just go through something over and over again until it reaches 4. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and plus 4. All right. And then do that action. Let's print something to make it really easy. We're just going to show you here in Lua real quick, but we're going to switch back to our programs and create it there so that it's a little more visually easier for us. All right, so then we're going to do I. We're just going to put the I. So you're going to see the count as it goes up, and then end. So yeah, that's what it does. So it goes through loop. It starts at 1, so it prints I or 1, then it adds another one. So now it's 2, and then 3, and then 4. Okay, let's exit out of that, and let's do it in program. All right, clear. So edit to create our program, loop for loop, or just gonna do for 1. All right, and we're gonna do a for loop here, and it's gonna be for I equals to 1, comma 4. Actually, let's see. How many how many times would we have to dig to get through all of these? 1, 2, 3. All right. And we would need to move at least 3 times. So let's go. All right. So then after we 4, 1 through 4 do. So tab to edit to move it along here, and then we would put first we need to attack, or sorry, dig. So we would put turtle dig in front of us. Then we also want to move forward, because if we try to just dig 4 times, nothing will be dug, because we're going to stay in the same place. So we also need to move forward after we dig. So turtle dot, actually let me show you that. Yeah, and then end. So if we do this, our robot will try to dig 4 times, but it will only be able to break 1 block. So press enter, save, enter, exit. All right, and then we're gonna call our program up. What's wrong here? Oh, we put 1 instead of I right here. That's my bad right there. Okay, and press save. Exit. All right. Let's call our program. So it'll only destroy that 1 block, and it'll run through the loop and try to break the blocks that should be here, but they're not. So the only way to really do it is to move forward after we break 1 block. So let's edit, and then add that command right here. So turtle dot forward, right? So after it breaks this block, it'll move forward, then break this block, then move forward, and then break this block and move forward. All right, so let's do that. And control save, control exit, and run it. And as you can see, not only did it break it, it moved and it continued about 3 times till it got to the other end. And that's a simple for loop that we can use with our robots to either destroy objects, dig objects, and move it around. In the next video, I'll show you a little example of doing the complete movement here that we've done before, but with for loops to make it a lot faster and easier for us, okay? All right, until next time.